Hey everyone, it's Fun Around, and my name is Jordan. This video will be for Sunday's 2 games for the WNBA. This will be the first time we see the Connecticut Sun. They took some big hits in the offseason, and we'll see how they play. A completely different team, one of the best defensive teams in the league last year. But I'm not so sure about this season. So you will see images that come up on the screen right here. That's from a data app called Outlier. There will be a link in the description for a 7-day free trial for Outlier. So let's talk about that first game. So we have the Washington Mystics versus the Connecticut Sun. Like I said, the Connecticut Sun lost a good amount of players. So notable losses are Alyssa Thomas, Dewana Bonner, and Dejanay Carrington. 3 great defensive players, and they brought in Tina Charles, who was with the Dream last year, who's getting pretty old, but she's still a pretty good scoring big and rebounding big, and they still have Marina Mabrey there. So the Mystics are coming off a pretty good win against a very talented Dream team. The Dream team. The Mystics scored 94 points. They give up 90. This was a very high scoring WNBA game. So the first pick I'm going to go with is for the Connecticut Sun, and it's probably the best like pure score that the Connecticut Sun have. And it's going to be Marina Mabrey over 14.5 points. And she played in just one preseason game and got 13 points in 19 minutes. I expect her to play, near 30 plus minutes with this roster. She was traded mid-season last year, and she was a pretty big spark offensively for the Sun, and now she's probably going to be the number 1 option with Tina Charles as the number 2. And the Mystics, they gave up a lot of points to bigs with Brittany Griner and Brianna Jones, who are pretty good scoring bigs, but Shakira Austin wasn't there. Shakira Austin is returning for this game, so I feel like Tina Charles could be a little bit more difficult for her to score. They also gave up a lot of points. They gave up 25 points to Alicia Gray, who is kind of a 3-point sniper, if you will, who fits kind of the mold of Marina Mabrey's type of play style. So Alicia Gray scored 25 points on 6 of 10 shooting from the 3-point lines. Marina Mabrey could get the attempts, get the good looks that Alicia Gray had. So for her to just get 15 points plus, I really like this in the first game of the year for her. And that preseason game was good to see. I believe during Unrivaled, she was injured for, I think, the whole thing. But yeah, 13 points in 19 minutes was good to see in that preseason game. And then the other play from this game that I like is going to be on the other side of things. And I was kind of skeptical of this player when I saw her lines the very first game because they were very high, but just so many roster changes. She finally got things to open up for her. I like Brittany Sykes for over 3.5 assists. Her points line was really high last game, and she didn't score too much last year. When I saw it, I was like, okay, this could be an under, but I know she's very talented, and she's going to have the opportunity to score. And with Shakira Austin back, and her being the leading assister in that first game, and she was also the leading scorer. She took 20 shots. I think Shakira Austin is going to get a decent amount of volume there. And with Brittany Sykes being the leading passer, I can only see her just getting more assists with passing it to Shakira Austin and her other teammates, of course. So she ended up with 5 assists in that first game, but now she's got more talent around her. She's not going to have to take 20 shots in this game. So I expect the usage to be high for Brittany Sykes. So I'm going to stay away from points and just focus on assists for her. So before I get into this second game, if you guys could, please like the video. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a little bit of extra time, could you leave a comment for the algorithm? You could just say anything. You could put the number 3. That helps get this video out there for more people to see. And also, if you're only using Prizepicks, you want to get away from it or just try out different apps with dynamic payouts or more options like alt lines and all that, check out Underdog Fantasy / sleeper, ParlayPlay, ChalkBoard, or better. Underdog's matching your first deposit up to $1,000. The rest are doing it up to $100. Links are in the description. I'll take you there. Promo code is FINEAROUND11. And this next game is the Minnesota Lynx at the LA Sparks. The headline for the Sparks is Kelsey Plum. I believe it was 37 total points that she scored, and her points line was at around 20.5. That Valkyries team isn't too talented, so yes, she did very well, but now she's going up against one of the best defensive teams in the WNBA. Courtney Williams is a dog defensively, so with her being on Kelsey Plum, we'll see how that goes. So I believe that Kelsey Plum has all the talent in the world, and she was being held back being on the same team as A'ja Wilson. But let's see how she does in this matchup before we go taking overs every single time. You could just go for it and just take her over. The volume was definitely there for her. So I'm going to stay away from her, and I'm going to go with someone who has been very consistent. Kayla McBride is ruled out for this game again for personal reasons. So I hope everything's okay in her life. Clearly not, but I hope everything gets better. But I like Napheesa Collier over 23.5 points, minus 114. I think she's really going to make a run here for MVP. And I know she put up a fight against A'ja Wilson last year, but I really think she's going to put up a fight this season. So with Kayla McBride out, that volume's got to go somewhere. Kayla McBride's a volume shooter, if you don't know that. And in game one, Collier scored 34 points. But what you see on the screen is her history versus the Sparks last year. Their front court isn't too much different with Dearica Hamby there, Rickea Jackson there. And you see that she went over this line in both those games against them last season. So with her just being on this tear right now, and she showed it in Unrivaled. She was the leading scorer in Unrivaled. She won the one-on-one tournament. It wasn't even close. She's the best player on the court at all times. We'll see when she plays against A'ja Wilson, but she's just a scoring machine. She gets to the free throw line a lot. I just have a feeling that this line is going to continue to increase as the season goes. I know A'ja Wilson's line kind of settled in around 26.5 last year. So I think same thing with Napheesa here. She's going to keep scoring the ball really well. So I do like her to score. Then some notable ones that I was taking a look at, and I took her last game, Courtney Williams, for scoring. Same thing with Kayla McBride. I know Kelsey Plum can D up defensively if she needs to. So it's going to be a little bit tougher for Courtney Williams, but I think she could potentially still get it done. Definitely assist is a good look as well for her. Her rebounds is getting kind of high. So I would look at points plus assists for Courtney Williams. And then there was a sleeper play. Rickea Jackson, I said when I picked her last game that her three-point shooting has improved. This is another thing I saw in Unrivaled. Her three-point shooting was getting much better, and she showed it. She shot 3 for 6 from the three-point line. So her 1.5 three-pointers is plus money if you go on the over. She hit 3 of them last game. So that's kind of a lean there for Rickea Jackson for her three-pointers. I know the defensive matchup is just really tough for her. That's why I'm not putting it in the video. So if you'd like to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. Link is in the description. You can talk about WNBA, baseball, NBA, all that good stuff. That is completely free. And then as far as a recap goes, we had Natasha Cloud for assists. She ended up crushing that and being one of the best players for the Liberty in her debut. And then I did a parlay with Caitlin Clark and Camila Cardoso. It ended up being a 30-point blowout. Caitlin Clark hit her leg. Cardoso hooked on hers, so missed out on that plus money opportunity there. So I'm gonna get this video edited and get it out to you. God bless you all. It's Final Round. My name is Jordan. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.